All right, in a political landscape long dominated by party elites, a disruptor has risen. Balen Shah, a rapper engineer and a political outsider, has now taken oath of Nepal's as the youngest Prime Minister. His journey from hip-hop stages to the highest office marks a defining moment in Nepal's democratic evolution. In fact, Balen Shah has dropped a new rap right after his big win. Let's have a look. Hello and welcome. You're watching a deep dive, the story of a man who did not just win an election, but may have rewritten Nepal's political playbook. Balen Shah was sworn in as the Prime Minister in a ceremony rooted in tradition, blending Nepal's cultural heritage with a moment of political change, surrounded by leaders, officials and religious figures. The oath marked not just a transfer of power, but a symbolic break from the past. A new cabinet has also taken charge, signaling the start of a fresh chapter. First up, who is Balen Shah? Born in Kathmandu, Balen Shah is a civil engineer by training, but a voice of dissent by choice. Long before politics, he was known in Nepal's rap scene for his hard-hitting lyrics targeting corruption, system failure and political inaction. His music was not just art, it was activism. Through his tracks, Balen spoke the language of a frustrated generation, one that felt ignored by traditional politics. His songs became his political foundation. Tracks like Sakdena, which literally means this cannot continue, were direct attacks on a failing system. In Aina, or the mirror, he forced society to look at itself, to question its own silence. And in tracks like Sadak, meaning the streets, he brought out the voice of everyday people struggling with governance failures. These were not just songs, they were political statements years before he entered politics, and that connection would soon translate into political capital. Balen spoke in a language that Nepal's youth understood, no complex speeches, no political jargon, just direct, honest expression. And that created a powerful connection, one that traditional politicians failed to build. When Balen entered politics, he did so without a party and without the backing of established networks. But what he had was momentum. Running as an independent, he built a campaign driven by social media, volunteers and urban youth. The first big break came in 2022 when Balen Shah won the Kathmandu mayoral election, defeating candidates like from major political parties. That victory was seen as a warning sign for the political establishment, but few realized it was just the beginning. The message was clear. The electorate was ready for change. As mayor, Balen Shah built a reputation for strict, no-nonsense governance. He launched drives against illegal encroachments, took direct action on urban issues and positioned himself as a hands-on administrator. This was not just rhetoric anymore, this was delivery. Fast forward to 2026, his party, the Rashtriya Swatantra Party, wins a massive landslide security over 180 seats in parliament. One of the strongest mandates Nepal has seen in decades. A clear message from the people. They wanted change and they wanted it now. This victory did not happen in isolation. It came after months of youth-led protests, anger over corruption and a growing job crisis, with thousands of Nepalese leaving the country for work every day. Balen Shah became the face of that frustration. His campaign was unlike anything Nepal had seen before. No large political machinery, no traditional power structures. Instead, social media, volunteer networks and a direct, unfiltered message to the people. He spoke their language, clear, simple and honest. But this isn't just about one man, it's about a larger shift in how politics is being redefined. Nepal has seen extreme political instability over 30 governments since 1990, with many failing to complete their terms. For years, people have been losing faith in traditional politics, and Balen Shah's rise is a direct result of that disillusionment. But now the real test begins. Can Balen Shah deliver on his promises? His faces, economic pressures, rising unemployment and a system that resists change expectations are sky high, and so are the risks. Can a rapper turned politician sustain this momentum? Can disruption turn into delivery, or will the system push back? From writing lyrics about change to now writing policy for a nation, Balen Shah's journey is extraordinary. But this is just the beginning, because in politics, the real test is not how you rise, but how you govern after you arrive. Namita Sharma, senior journalist, is joining us from Kathmandu at this point in time to talk more about this. All right, Namita ji, welcome to this conversation. Congratulations to you. You have a new there's a new promising government in Nepal, but the big question is, will Balen Shah walk the talk? So far, it seems that he's been given an opportunity. People have taken a leap of faith. But will that change Nepal, or just the leadership has changed and nothing else will?
Actually, today is a big day for Nepal. You know, everybody was waiting patiently for the elections to happen and Balen Sarkar, as it's popularly known, to come in, to exist. And it happened, you know. And everybody was mesmerized by the way he took oath from the president, and also his little daughter stepped in for the towards the end to take a family picture. So that mesmerized people too. So Balen, as you know, you must have observed from there, is a man of few words, but whatever he has done, he has shown that he can do it well. Whether it's an engineering field, rap, completely different to what engineering, or his personality actually is a very quiet, a go-getter person. Rap doesn't actually match with that personality, but he performed extremely well as a rapper. And then as a mayor of Kathmandu, the way he strategically went about contesting, winning, and also taking step-wise in actually being the mayor of the capital of Nepal, really won his heart. But after the Zenzi, there were lots of questions on what's happening inside Nepal. But I think it will not be harmful to say at this point today that the youth have shown that they need change, and they wanted Balen as their leader. And the just outgone Prime Minister Sushila Karki did extremely well in the 6 months of her premiership, and she's handed over to Balen, saying that she really feels happy that the country is in good hands. And I believe at this point in stage in Nepal, and for South Asia for that matter, it is good to say that the Nepal is in good hands.
Namita ji, appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. Well, we take a short break. We'll be right back.